Hey, what is up, guys? I'm gonna make another What If Tanjiro, but this one's gonna be from the one that I said in the last video. I was gonna do it until I decided that it was gonna be a little bit tricky for me to do, but and since I came up with a new idea, this is going to be, or by if you guys already read the title, then you guys already know this is going to be What If Tanjiro had the the God's Sharingan, or should I say the Sun God's Sharingan. No. Yeah. This is what the Sharingan is gonna look like. This is gonna be the sun Sharingan, as in like the sun. As there's gonna be actually two stages for this. So I mean three because he's just gonna have the regular three Tomoe or yeah the regular three Tomoe Sharingan and is going to evolve into this, and we have another one. And if you guys see the Sasuke's ultimate, don't mind that. There's gonna be a second stage, and this is what his third stage is gonna look. The final stage. This is what it's going to look like. Alright. And so how he's gonna get the Sharingan is because Hagoromo wanted to give the Uchiha power, or actually no, he actually created a new Sharingan, which he deemed it the Sun God's Sharingan. The Sun God's Sharingan. That's what he named it, as he didn't want this power to be in the Naruto universe, as he would send the power and with Uchiha DNA because you can't use the Sharingan or else you won't be able to deactivate the Sharingan because you're not a Uchiha. Just like with Kakashi, he's not an Uchiha, so he can't deactivate the Sharingan. So I want him to deactivate the Sharingan because I don't want it to be like Kakashi and just cover his eye. So yeah. So when Tanjiro was born, something weird happened to him. As you guys already know, he is going to have a three Tomoe Sharingan when he wakes up. Because he Kaguruma sent the power when Tanjiro was was born, as it would go into Tanjiro, and when he opened his eyes for the first time, they saw, at first they saw his regular eyes, like his cannon eyes, and then all of a sudden they morphed into the three Tomoe. As his parents would say, what, what, what's going on? What did your eyes change? As After that, he would start crying as his Sharingan would morph into this Mangekyo. And because I don't want Tanjiro to go blind, so it's gonna be a eternal Mangekyo. As as it morphs, and they will be confused on why his eyes are changing. And then after that, Tanjiro will cry again, but harder, as it would morph into this, as now his parents are really confused on why his eyes are changing. And then after that, he would cry blood now, as it would turn into this, as they would be confused because his eyes are letting off a golden aura. As then something started to speak, as it would be the eye, as it would say, "You mortal, this mortal possesses the sun god's Sharingan." As his parents would be kind of scared because, like, where is the talk coming from? As they would say, the the sun god Sharingan, as it would say, yes, this mortal possesses the sun god Sharingan. It was a gift from my creator. As they would say, it seems powerful. Well, it suggests by the name that's because it is, or I was specifically made. I am a god. So it'd be okay. So what are exactly his abilities? As he would not tell them the abilities that he would have, as it, as the Sharingan or the Sun God Sharingan would say, "You, the boy, will have to figure that out himself." As Tanji's parents would say, "Oh, okay." As he would go, as his eyes returned back to normal. As they would be confused and not tell Tanjiro this. As when Tanjiro was 4, he sees his father's Kagura dance, as he would be a little bit amazed about his father's movements. As as by the age of 6, he can already use the three Tomoe Sharingan, but not mastered yet. Because I'm not gonna make him that OP. As he would just just unlock just the three Tomoe, as this would give him an increased boost in strength, speed, and stamina. Yeah, as he would unlock this, as we skip to when he was 13, and you guys already know this because I think I'm gonna say this in every what if that I do. You guys already know Muzan comes to and kills his family. As when Tanjiro gets there, he activates his three Tomoe Sharingan. As Muzan is standing right in front of me, and Muzan says, "You have something special, even though you're not a demon. You possess some strange eyes, and I need that to conquer the world." As Sanji would be a little bit confused and say, Why do you need my eyes?" As he would say, "You're not strong enough yet." Strong enough. As he would go for a punch, as Muzan would disappear and leave. As he would go running to the house, as he would see Nezuko, as his eyes, as from seeing Nezuko on the ground, as his eye would change to the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan, as he was Nezuko, as he would look into the house and see all his family is dead, as he would just go on his knees and start crying harder and harder every single time, even harder as all the emotion that he's feeling through, or because he is in Uchiha, the meaning of protecting love, as he lost that love now, as he awakens this, the ultimate Sharingan, as he would cry, as after he calmed down, as he smelled that Nezuko was still one, as he would calm down and revert back to the eternal Mangekyo, as he would pick up Nezuko and still run, and he would fall and still have the moment with Nezuko. As with this time when Giyu comes and tries to take Nezuko, Chanjo would see he move to try to grab Nezuko, as he would move out the way, as Giyu would look into Chanjo's eyes and see that he has red eyes with this weird pattern, and he would be thinking to himself, is he a demon? No, he looks human. But what? As Tanjiro, as now Tanjiro, as he would close it. Okay, I'm just gonna say this right now. These are his abilities. He would have Kamui because come on, bro, that's OP. Kamui, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi, and Koto Amatsukami, and his Susanoo. What Susanoo should I give him? Bro, I'm gonna give him Madara Susanoo, as I would give him Flame Control too as well. So yeah. As he would have an instinct to close his eyes and reopen his eyes, as when he closed his his Amaterasu is going to be on the right, as he would close his right eye, as you would notice this, and as his eye would start bleeding, as you would be, wait, what? As when he reopened his eyes, he says Amaterasu, as Giyu on instinct dodges and runs toward and just dodges Amaterasu, even though the Amaterasu flames are cannot be avoided based on eye contact. As Giyu tries to run away, as has his clothes or just his Sabito and half or his half one would as or like his cloak cloak would get the Amaterasu, as Giyu would take it off, as Giyu would take it off and say, what the, this kid's really trying to kill me. As when he would close his eyes, the fire would go away. As you would be, what the hell are you, kid? As he would do this, as he would close his left eye, as he would close it and reopen it and say, Tsukuyomi. As Giyu would be in the Tsukuyomi, as he would get tortured. As in there, it would be like a year, but it was only like 1 second. No, no, actually no, 15 seconds. As after that, Tomioka would be on the ground, on the ground, almost unconscious, and as his mind would be like destroyed, as he would only say one or two words. No, what? No, no, probably like a few words. What the hell are you? As he would fall unconscious, as Tanjo would as his eye would start hurting again, as he would change, or as it would change into the ultimate. As he would do this, his the upper circle, the upper circle, as the three circles have powers. Basically, the upper one can heal people and their minds and sicknesses. As in the bottom left, or like the like these two ones at the bottom. So on the left, that one can unleash like purple flames. As with the right one, it can shoot lightning, like basically stunning the person for a 15 seconds to give them a quick, easy slash. And as the top one would start glowing, as his eye would start bleeding, as he would heal Giyu's mind and his body, as as like 1 minute, as Tanjiro already put a bamboo on Nezuko, so yeah, so that's good. As Nezuko is already calmed down, as he would wake up and be scared of Tanjiro, as Tanjiro would come up to him and kneel down on one knee and say, "Don't be afraid, all right?" As Giyu would calm down, and as Tanjiro would say, "Go back and say nothing about this. You got it?" As he would nod his head, as he would go back. As Tanjiro, just because I still want him to have a nutrient blood, so yeah, this Yurichi's sword, because why not? I really don't have another picture of a sword, so I really can't. So yeah, so as he would get this sword, as now Tanjiro would have this sword, a nutrient sword or Yurichi sword, as he would go to the hmm, should I make him a demon slayer? Yeah, no, yeah. And Tanjiro would still have the box, so Nezuko inside, as he would still meet Orihudaki, as he would actually would say that I would like to stay because I have nowhere. As Tanjiro would be training, as his power would be, oh jeez, do I have the hiccups? No, no. As Tanjiro would train for 15 years and be as strong as as Itachi, like skilled wise. As Tanjiro was ready to go to the final selection, he goes to final selection, and you already know what I'm going to say. Hands down, Tanjiro destroys all the demons and saves a lot of people that are in danger. As when it comes to the hand demon, he just says, as he doesn't want to deal with the last one, as he activates his Eternal Mangekyo, says, Amaterasu, as he would burn, the demon because it's black flames. What are you supposed to do against black flames? As after the final selection, and then Tanjiro would go back, and Nezuko would be awake. As Tanjiro would still go down and say Nezuko, as he was as he would run and hug Nezuko, and as Nezuko would hug back, as he would say, Nezuko, you're awake. As she would say, because she has the bamboo in her mouth. As after that, the crow tells him to go to, I believe the northeast, if I remember. Yeah, to the northeast. As Tanjiro would go to the northeast, and he would pass through every one, as he would go, as he would see, as he would see a bunch of people beating up this guy. As Tanjiro would be like, "Hey, get off him! Don't you see you're hurting him?" As they would say that, "Oh, you don't know, kid, he's the one who killed his fiance or wife. I don't remember." As, "What do you mean?" as they would go on to explain that his girlfriend or wife or fiance was with him, and then all of a sudden, she's gone, and they think that she or that he killed her, but he didn't. As Sanji would say, "You're wrong. Now get out of here." As she would unsheath the sword, as they would get scared and leave, as Sanji would turn back and say, "Are you okay?" As Sanji would tell him to close his eyes, as he would close his eyes, as he would switch to his ultimate Sharingan, as the upper circle would glow, as he would be healed, as he would go back to his regular eyes, as Sanji would say, "There you go. Now stand up and tell me what happened." As he would go on to explain about he was right next to his wife, fiance, girlfriend, as and then poof, vanish like out of nowhere. And then Tanjiro says, "Can you take me to the spot where you last saw her?" As he would take him to the spot, as Tanjiro would sniff the ground and see a trail of blood. As nightfall, when Tanjiro goes back to the same spot, Tanjiro smells something and has the instinct to put his sword in the ground as like this puddle emerges and the demon comes out. As Tanjiro strikes his hand but misses the head, as strikes off one of his arms, as another demon comes from behind, as Tanjiro moves or jumps, backflips behind him and chops his arm off. As Tanjiro will see that there's three of them now, as he will say, as he would activate his three Tomoe Sharingan, as they would be scared because Muzan had told them about this boy with the red eyes, as he was, you're 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 that kid, you're, you're the kid Master's after. As he'd be confused, and when he's what master? As what is his name? As they would be scared because because it's Muzan, As they would say, we, we will not tell you nothing. As they would go in for attack, as Tanjiro said, useless. As he would do Amaterasu again to kill them all. As he would go back and say, "Sir, are you alright?" I said, "Yeah, yeah, yeah, I'm fine." As Tanjiro still tells him to move on. As he would still say that a kid like you would never understand, but he already lost his family. As after that, they would go down and go to the udon shop. Tanjiro still pills. I mean, still gets two udon bowls because we're hungry. As Nezuko would already be out the box because nighttime. As they would go to the city of Tokyo, as Tanjiro still smells blood and said, "So it's you. You finally appeared, eh?" As he would still run through the crowd, and when he got there, he puts a hand on the shoulder and says, "Hello," as his eye would morph into the ultimate Sharingan and put him in the Koto Amatukami. No, no, actually, no, no, no. As he would put him in a Genjutsu, as basically he is still holding his daughter, basically still. But as he would say, you were the one who killed my family. Don't try to hide or pretend to be a human." I said, "Well, well, well. It seems you have gotten stronger." "I'm strong. Stronger than you, in fact. I already measured your power level. You're nowhere near me, and I will get my revenge for what you did to my family. Remember these words. You will fall. I will hunt you down no matter what you do. You can't hide from me." As he would go up to him, as he would put a teleportation seal, as Muzan cannot get it off because it is in his body, because it really doesn't matter what he does. As he would say, "It doesn't matter where you hide. I will find you, and I will kill you in a painful way that you wouldn't even imagine." As his eyes would start bleeding, as they would go to the sun god of the Sharingan, and you will fall. You hear me? As his eyes would go back to revert, as actually moves on the burn because of the because of the sun. The Sharingan has the power of the sun. As his like what the this kid as Tanjiro he puts the Genjutsu away as he would walk away. As now Muzan would be scared like shitting his pants right now because his hand was burning because of his eyes. As he was saying, I need to get rid of this kid, but I also need his eyes. They're powerful. I need those to conquer the world. As after that, Lady Tamayo instructs Yoshi to go to Tanjiro, and please don't say anything to him because I know his name is Yoshi. I just want to call him Yoshi because it kind of sounds like Yoshiro, but it kind of sounds like Yoshi, so I'm gonna call him Yoshi. So Yoshi still goes to Tanjiro and invites him to Lady Tamayo. Now still makes fun of Nezuko being ugly as he would flicker his eternal Mangekyo and say, "Take that back, or you will die." As he would take it back and say, "I'm sorry." As it would go and everything canon, Ball Demon and Arrow Demon come. As Tanjiro doesn't need the paper this time, as he would activate his ultimate Sharingan or his ultimate eternal Mangekyo. As he would see the arrows, as he would go in for the arrow demon and tells or instructs Nezuko to fight the ball demon, as Nezuko does, as Tanjiro goes and just says, "You know what? I want to torture you. I've had. It's gonna be boring if I just end you right away." As he would use Tsukuyomi, as as he would use Tsukuyomi, as he would be tortured for about 2 years, but it would only be like 15 seconds. So after that, he would be on the ground, like, panting very heavily as he would go up to him, as he would slice his neck. Boom. And for Nezuko and the ball girl, what can I say? Playing soccer. They were trying to see who was the best soccer player. And then after that, boom, you guys already know, they go, or, yeah. And yeah, I think this one would leave it off, but please tell me if you guys like this or if you guys want to make some changes to this what if. And please tell me down in the comments if you guys want this channel to be a Tanjiro what if only channel. Or do you guys want me to make other what ifs? Just leave it down in the comments. Alright? Peace.